Hi everybody, welcome to the video. We're going to be looking at how we can import point data into Creo in order to generate geometry. So if we have a look on the screen here, I've got some data. So this is X, Y, Z data and it's for an aerofoil. Now what I would like to do is get this data into Creo parametric. So in order to do that, what you need to do is make sure that you have your data in a plain text document. So this is obviously a notepad, and you need it so that there's no commas, it's only tab separated data. Also, if you've got any points, you need to make sure that they're not commas either, otherwise they will not get read in. So you've got X, Y, Z, and it's all tab separated. Okay, you have to include all three parameters. So if you have a look in this data, I've only got X and Y data, but I have to put 0 for the Z plane. Obviously Creo's 3D, so it's important that we actually tell it what plane it needs to be on. So we've got our data. Now the only thing you need to do is make sure that when you save this, save as, rather than saving it as a text document here, so .text, change this to all files and put .pts. So that saves it as a points file, and that means that Creo will be able to then read that. So if I click save, I've already got one saved, so I'm just going to replace that. So if now I just close that down, I'm now in Creo. So in order for me to input those points in, what you need to do is come to point here and click offset coordinate system. Okay, and now we'll get this new dialog box come up, and what we need to do is select the coordinate system in the middle here. Okay, so you can click on the screen or you can click in the model tree, and then we need to click import, and then you need to find your plain text file that you've renamed as a .parts file. So you can see that mine was on the desktop and I can get to it here. So if I click import, you'll see that all those points are now imported here. If you need to edit them, you can do that from in here. So if you click on this, you can edit the points. But yeah, so all those points are now in. So if I zoom in, you'll see I've got a line of all these different points. So you can see the aerofoil sort of shape, outline of that shape. So if I click OK, I've now got those points. So using these points, you could go along and join them up using a spline tool or something like that. But there's another command. So if you go datum here, curve through points, and then you select these points, it will automatically draw an outline of that curve for you. Click OK. Now the only problem is this curve, you can't just select it to extrude, it doesn't work. Okay, so what you then have to do is you click on the plane, sketch, and then we can just project this curve. So if you use the project tool here on that chain, press the middle mouse button, we've now got an area in which we can extrude. So if I click OK here and then extrude, I can now generate my aerofoil in 3D. So that's how we import point data into Creo.